What's going on, guys? So today we're going to Custom Tuning. They just called us in and they got a new part for the Tesla, so we're in the Tesla. And we just got inquiry that they have a new spoiler for a prototype, and we're gonna be testing it out for the first time. And I know our car has the performance package and we have the spoiler in the back, so we're gonna take off the spoiler and show you guys how to take it off and put on the new one. So stay tuned. So we're here at Custom Tuning and this is our spoiler right now. So it's very subtle, and the only reason why we don't really like this spoiler is that it is matte carbon. So we're gonna show you how to take this boy off. And look at the install. It's about to come off a little bit. Nice. Okay, so we're back from Custom Tuning, and then this is the spoiler that we just got from them, and look how nice it looks in the sun. So look how nice that weave is. The cool thing about this spoiler is that it's carbon fiber on the other side too. So some of them don't have the carbon fiber on the bottom and it's just like black, but this one is carbon all around. This is like the last piece of the puzzle that we need for this car. And if you guys haven't been watching our videos for the Tesla, all of our parts that are accents in this car are carbon fiber, but they're gloss. So the handles are gloss carbon, the mirrors are gloss carbon, even the side camera part is a gloss carbon, and then the most cool thing about this car is the lip, which is also gloss carbon. So since we got a performance, our car came with a spoiler, but the bad part about it is that it's matte carbon, so it doesn't match our car as much. So if we put this, it's gonna look way more aggressive, and we're just gonna go for the OEM Plus look. That's why it looks like it's gonna be subtle. There's a lot of spoilers out there that are either like super aggressive or super bulky, but this one is actually a new release from Custom Tuning, so not that many people have this yet. I'm just gonna be putting it on top of the other spoiler. It's actually gonna stick out less, so it's gonna look more like the OEM style spoiler. Looks good. Let's put it on already. So there's a saying out there that says, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Well, this thing isn't broken, and this thing is actually pretty much perfect. But I don't know, but something in our family, we just like to take off anything that is perfect. And we like to mod cars that are pretty much you don't need to mod it. And well, we're gonna take this perfectly good spoiler out. So in this segment, we're gonna be needing these things to take off your spoiler. And this probably applies for the people who already applied their spoiler and want to take them off, or you have a performance like us and want to put on a new spoiler. So you need masking tape so that you can just pretty much protect the paint, and then you have fish lines so you can take off the spoiler, and you have glue gun to get rid of any excess double-sided tape, and gloves to protect your hands, because we tried fish lining a couple of things before and we almost cut our hands since it was really sharp. So might as well get some protective gloves, especially with some protection right here. So we're gonna already start putting on the masking tape. So you're saying that whole entire part wasn't being attached? Mm-hmm. This amount of tape is for assurance that your paint will be protected. Comes off. So we actually saw some people on forums that actually got 4 or 5 spoilers replaced because I'm popping up. And we saw that on our performance that it was popping up just right on the sides. And then we just got them replaced by our service, the Tesla service. Let's start.
This is like dental floss.
Yeah, a really strong dental floss.
Oh, this is super easy.
Yeah.
So,
Yay!
that's how it looks.
And now we got a whole nother monster to take care of, and that's taking out all of this residue 3M tape, and that's gonna be really annoying. So we're gonna just clean this up real quick, and we'll see you shortly. We'll see you shortly. It's probably gonna be like 30 long minutes and a lot of work, and our hands are really tired. We get a bald Tesla Model Y performance. We're not used to this, but I bet a lot of you guys are used to this. So we just have a pretty much stock Tesla, and then so this is the new spoiler, and the fitment actually isn't that bad. It's actually comparable to the OEM one.
Yeah, no gaps.
Yeah, no gaps. This one's nice.
No gaps.
Hey, that looks not that bad. The bottom is good. It's gonna look like a good spoiler.
Put it on.
So what I did was I actually masked off the edge right here. So when we put on the spoiler, we're gonna line it up exactly where the masking tape is. And then on the other side is exactly the same, right here. And then there's also masking tape around the whole spoiler so that when we align it, it's gonna be perfect. Before we did that, we actually were moving around the spoiler and making sure that there's full contact on the actual spoiler onto the trunk. Because if you accidentally like leave it to the right too much or to the left too much, it's gonna not contact either side. And also you could look at the bottom and see if there's any gaps on the spoiler. This one actually has a good fitment and it has no gaps. So you can see the difference between the spoilers. And pretty much this spoiler and this spoiler are pretty much the same, except that there's like a whole entire extra part of the lip. So it makes it look bigger on the top. I'm using alcohol wipe and wiping down the whole spoiler. And make sure it's completely dry before you start applying the double-sided tape. Okay, so this is how it looks under there. And there's pretty much double-sided tape everywhere. And we're gonna clean the surface with an alcohol wipe. So everything is gonna promote and adhere. Okay.
Tape's gone.
So the little film's off, and now we're gonna be putting it on.
Sure you wiped it for sure?
Yeah, I wiped it with alcohol wipe, and it's ready to be put on. There it is. It's on. It looks good. I like it. It's like very subtle yet aggressive. It's like exactly what we wanted. Nice. And over here, we have like the duckbill style wing. Yeah, our install turned out pretty good. And then no gaps on the bottom. And then the way this spoiler was made was also really good because there's no gaps on the spoiler, like when you put them on. Because there's some spoilers out there that like stick out and don't have a good fitment. This one has a really good fitment. So now we're gonna check if all of the parts of the spoiler have contact. If there's any squeaky noises, then that means that that part of the spoiler is not getting any contact. So now we're gonna be putting pressure along the whole spoiler and seeing if anything is not sticky. Solid. Perfect. So it's perfect when we open the garage too. So this fitment is pretty much a solid A. There's no air pockets or anything. And when you try moving the spoiler, it actually doesn't move at all. This spoiler actually fits better than the stock one. Because the stock one you could move side by side. This one you can't. This one you can't even move. Okay, let's put this on the street and see how it looks in the sun. Okay, so finally we're done, and the install was really good. We actually were impressed with the fitment, and everything was all snug. Everything has no gaps, and pretty much the only thing left on this car that we need is a diffuser. And hopefully there's gonna be a more affordable diffuser out there, because right now they're like $1,000 each. And we don't want to spend that much money on a diffuser since this spoiler is around $200 only. So if you want to get one, just message Cuztomtuning for one. And everything looks really nice. And that pretty much completes the look of this car for now. And everything is pretty much OEM plus. So hopefully the next thing that we're going to install on this car is going to be the diffuser. So stay tuned for more videos on the Tesla. So please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.